What is going on, guys? It's Kieran. We're going to be doing another Binding of Isaac video here on the channel and see what we get. Start off with the Ankh, which gives us another life just in case we die. We have to start off with Dad's Key, which can open doors for us. I think we've had it in a past video, actually. We've been playing some random characters recently. We've been playing a lot of the Lost, do Kane videos here and there. Might start doing videos on some of the harder characters to see if people can maybe learn a thing or two. But I don't know, I think Eden runs are the best in my opinion. Like, it's so nice to have that randomness to it. It kind of keeps the game fresh, because no run is the same when you play Eden, so you kind of have to adapt to whatever the game gives you. I feel like that's super cool. Really makes it a lot more gives it a lot more replay value in my opinion, I think, with Eden. Not only that, you get to like test your limits on like what you know about the game, how items work, how to make items synergize and all that. Not too bad, pretty fun. We did have a Kane run recently though, which I thought was pretty good. I think Kane is such a good like beginner character. I had a feeling that was gonna be there. So that key is gonna allow us to open pretty much any door without using a key, which is pretty useful, especially early on when we don't have a lot of keys to work with. So we do want to try to use it on the I do want to try to find the secret room. Nothing really of value here. We might come back and pick up this heart if we do get enough money, but it's not something I'm gonna worry about right now. So we have pretty good damage. Our tears are okay. Our movement speed isn't bad. I think what we want to focus on right now is maybe shot speed. Our shot speed is not the best, so. And our range isn't too bad, but range can be affected by a lot of things. It's not just like your actual range. Your range can be affected by how fast your tears go, or how many tears you're shooting out at once and stuff like that. So there's a lot that goes into it. I'm gonna bomb this. I don't feel like sitting here. To get a golden heart, which will give us a bit of money if we take damage, but we never take damage, so it's okay. Wink, wink. This could be here. I think the secret room might be in the next room. The top. Yeah, we'll take Big Chubby. A little bit of damage. It's kind of a whatever item, but he does do a bit of damage whenever you pretty much line him up with enemies. You can also hurt enemies that are that can only be shot from the back too, which I think is pretty useful. I'm gonna bomb this. I'm gonna take the risk here and use the key. Okay, we get 2 more bombs. We still got that somehow. Cool. Okay, so we got a bit more money. I am gonna go buy that soul heart before I do the boss, so we can have a little bit of extra insurance. We don't know what boss we're gonna get, and there are some pretty annoying bosses in the game. We get the Gurgly, not too bad. I think Big Chubby should do a good amount of damage here if he does get to hit one. But as you can see, he is very slow. We get Speed Bomb, which is a tears up and a shot speed up. Nice. We get speed and tear velocity. There you go. Trying to think of the word. So the runs have been pretty good lately. Kind of surprising. And we did get a tear speed here, so we do fix a big problem that we had. Like I always say, tear speed is kind of important, because if your shot speed is low, then it takes forever for your bullets to get to the enemy. Then you kind of have to play Isaac in a different way. Like, you got to lead your shots and all that, which is not a preferred way to play, especially when a lot of the enemies in this game are really fast and you gotta like be precise with your shots. I'm gonna bomb this because I'm gonna grab that chest anyway. Good thing about Dad's Key is we can get into boss trap rooms like this. Yeah, well, I mean, it's an HP up. I guess we'll take it. We do want to try to get a little bit of more HP for the double deal, so it is pretty worth it. I'm gonna try to line up Big Chub, but of course Larry Jr. just avoids it, like the mastermind that he is. The only bad thing about Big Chub, he actually does pretty good damage, but he's kind of hard to hit because he takes forever to move about. Get the Gurglings again. I'm not gonna bomb them this time though. I think we should have enough DPS right now to Take him out. If Big Chub would decide to hit him, that would be great. Me and my fiance have a list of movies we try to watch every October, like Halloween movies and all that. And we decided to start a little bit earlier. Oh, get Crack Crown stats up all the way. We decided to start a little bit earlier this year because I feel like we never really make it past all the movies. And so we started watching them today, and there was one called House, which is a Japanese, like, I guess it's like satirical horror movie, if that makes sense. Think of like Scary Movie, but like not as, it's not trying to be as dumb, I guess. It has like some messages in it. But it's pretty good, man. It's kind of wild. I don't know if people are gonna like those type of movies regularly, but it's a pretty crazy and out there movie, and I think it's a fun watch for anybody who wants to watch it with like friends or anything like that. I mean, you could watch it alone if you really wanted to, but I think it's a movie that you would enjoy watching it with a group of people because it's so weird and so out there. The movie's called House. It's a Japanese 1970s movie, but it's really cool. It's a really interesting watch. People kind of mix it along. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Fantastic Planet, but it's also like a really weird French movie where it's like an alien world and humans are pets and the aliens are the owners. Like, it's really weird, but it's really interesting. They're really like artistic movies, and I feel like a lot of people would enjoy them. Y'all should check it out. I'm gonna save this key for our treasure room, which is right here. We're hoping we get a bit more, somewhat of a useful item here. Ball of tar. I mean, it'll slow down some enemies here and there. Could synergize with Big Chubby. Could slow down enemies enough where I could aim Big Chubby and he could actually do some damage. But it is gonna come from our creep though, not our tears. My bad. So if anything is following us, it's gonna be a lot easier for us to take us down. And there are some enemies that tend to follow us, so it could be somewhat useful. I think the Super Seeker room might be here. I do want to try and take out this champion first. It is the biggest threat to us. It will do double damage. Yeah, right there. Some hearts that we don't need. We do have to be careful with this boss, the orange version of him. His bombs will do contact damage, unlike the regular one. So if the bomb touches you at all, you will take damage. He also leaves behind these annoying fires that you might want to think of getting rid of. They do go out by themselves, I think, but sometimes they can stack up and it makes it a little bit hard to navigate through the room. Oh my god, that was a close one. But other than that, it's not really a hard boss. A lot of these bosses kind of take themselves out with their own bombs. So as long as you play patient, you'll be fine. Alright, got a tears up, which is great. We're gonna see what we get on our double deal. Black Vessel, yeah, we'll take it. Gonna give us a shield and some hearts and some flight, as long as we don't have any red heart containers on us. So since we don't have any red hearts, we're gonna have flight, which is cool. I'm gonna go in here and see if we can get anything. Nothing here we really want. Yeah, I was thinking of getting booster pack. There might have been a chance that we could find something useful, but there's not a lot of things that we could do on the floor anymore. So if you found like a convert card or something like that, we wouldn't be able to use it because there are no more enemies. Also, I don't want to be like having to pick one card to take with me on the next floor. I'd rather not do that. This is the shield that you get with Empty Vessel. It is timed, so you could technically count down when it's gonna come up. I think it's like every certain part of the minute or something like that. But I'm too lazy to learn it. Thought the Super Seeker room could have been here. Fortunately, it's not. So Black Vessel's gonna be pretty good for a lot of our boss battles and stuff like that, or a lot of the rooms that have like a lot of enemies. Like this would be a great room to get the shield on, but of course we don't get to choose when it comes up. It is timed. But once we get a red heart, then the shield and the effect of the flight also will go away. So we do want to try to stay away from HP if we can. And while our stats weren't the worst starting, we are going to start slacking a little bit. We are going to have to look for some kind of damage up. Or something. We did get the tears up, which higher their DPS by a bit. But that damage is going to have to come real soon. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. Yeah, I would 100% take Dark Bum. Now, just in case you're new to Isaac, whenever you enter a room like this, you want to make sure that you open the chest in those order whenever you do get a room like this. Unfortunately, there was a chest that spawned an item, so I still have to do the room. But if you open the chest in the way that I did, if you do end up going to a devil deal on the third one, then you don't have to do the room. The only reason I'm doing the room now is because in order for me to take the item in the gold chest, it triggers the all the enemies to spawn. But if you get a bunch of keys or stuff in the golden chest, then you're fine. It won't trigger the room. But that's technically the order you want to go from left to right. But the room wasn't too hard. We also got a good follower, which we're going to use since we don't have any red hearts anyway. Dark Bum will allow us to pretty much transfer all the red hearts we find and turn them into useful items like soul hearts or cards or spiders, because it's Isaac. And the game will try to fuck you up any chance it gets. We're gonna come over here and feed this to Dark Bum. There you go. Let's see. Give us a soul heart. Off to a good start. Don't get it twisted. Some there will be games where Dark Bum won't give you anything useful, and he'll give you a bunch of enemy spiders that you have to kill. Just cause. He used to be pretty busted back in the day, actually. He used to have a 1-to-1 ratio. Which means that for every red heart he would find, he would automatically give you 1 black heart, but he got nerfed. So now every 1.5 red hearts that he finds, he has a chance to give you a soul heart. Amongst other items. So since we already got to the devil deal through the chest, we don't want a devil deal now. We don't want it to come through whenever we beat the boss, because we were already there. If we do get a devil deal on this floor, the next floor will be a 33% chance again. So what we want is for us to fail the devil deal this time. That way, the next floor, it'll be a higher chance to get it. Because getting it through a chest does not count as getting it after the boss. If that makes sense. Yeah, this is not an item we want. The tiers that follow Isaac with that item will sometimes... Oh, we get Keeper Sack. Oh my lord. Well, that item, the tiers that follow Isaac, will sometimes move enemies around and end up pushing them towards you. Now, I'm going to bomb this because we do want to buy as much as we want. We do want a lot of damage. As much as we can possibly get here. Now, the reason that we want to buy this now and not later is because every time you buy something with Keeper Sack, you obviously get some kind of stat up. Stats that aren't tiers, pretty much. You can get almost any stat except for tiers rate. And unfortunately, you can get a greed fight in Isaac's shops. Meaning if we don't buy everything now, there's a chance that we are going to get delayed with our power up if we get a greed on the next floor. So I'd rather just buy everything now and get all the stat ups we can. That way if we do have a greed fight on the next floor, at least we'll have a bit more stats to work with. If that makes sense. The last thing we want is to get a greed on the next floor and then we have 3.5 damage for the rest of the run. And we don't want that. And the game also kind of knows when you have a win condition, and it'll try to mess it up for you. Kind of hard to believe, but I think it hears you. I 100% believe it. I'm going to wait on this because that will take away our empty vessel power up. Meaning we won't get the shield and or flight. I might take it, I might not. Luckily we do get the shield here that we can use to our advantage. Makes this boss a whole lot easier. So unfortunately we do get the double deal here, but something we already got, so our chances are not going to be that high on the next floor. And I think I'm going to leave the Eternal Heart here because we kind of want the flight anyway. We get a red room, a dice room, I mean. Okay, not too bad. We can reroll all the items on the floor, which we might do depending on what we get. Unfortunately, this doesn't work for a double deal. So even if you have goat head and the double deal is guaranteed to stay open, the dice room will not reroll them. So we can only use it for our treasure room, our boss item, and our shop. Probably use it for our boss item. Now, if you ever have to choose between re-rolling, like I know this doesn't count for this situation, but if you ever have to choose between re-rolling a, I don't know how that was so far. If you ever have to choose between re-rolling a boss item or a treasure room item, the boss item is almost always going to be worth it because the items in that pool are just technically better. They guarantee you stats, which is important. You know, they don't all give you stats, but the majority of them are pretty good for like tears ups or damage ups or stuff like that. And treasure room items, there's a lot more bad items in that shop, if that makes sense. Okay, so we don't have any money right now. I am going to bomb this to higher our chances. Go ahead and buy this. I thought the room was under us, secret room. Oh, sorry. My controller disconnected. Does that from time to time. I think it's a wire. Right now, all the money that we can find is just necessary. We do have the crown, the cracked crown, so we do get a bit more. We do have a bit better stats than we normally do without it. Okay, if I were to drop it, let's look at our stats. Yeah, not the worst, but I mean, it's gonna help us from now on. We don't really need anything else. I don't really know if there's an item that, I mean, a trinket that we would drop it for, to be honest. There's not a lot. Not a lot I would trade it for. We got another, I got stuck on the wall there. We got another Eternal Heart over here, which I'm not going to take. We also have the insurance of the Ankh, with a chance to turn us into Blue Baby if we do die. Which I hope that we won't need. Thank you, Dark Bum. I wish Dark Bum took Eternal Hearts. Yeah, it'd be pretty useful. Alright. I might as well just full clear the floor. Like I said, any money that we can find, we can make or put to good use. Oh my lord, man. These guys will frame one and just shoot at you. It's kind of wild how like quick they are on it. Yeah, so we got a bit more money. Let me go beat the boss first, and then we'll decide what we want to, if you want to reroll or not. Hopefully we get a good boss item, and I don't have to reroll this one. I can just take it. But even if we do get a bad item, we get a second chance. Hopefully get something useful. Okay, the music ended like there wasn't another dude there. All right, so we are gonna want to re-roll that. We don't need the HP again. We want to keep the benefits of empty vessels. So we're gonna go hit the dice room real quick. I mean, I guess I might as well just check in here. Could have been an item in here as well. Okay, we can re-roll a library over here as well. Nice. I'm gonna bomb this just in case we find a Mega Mush or something like that. I got plenty of bombs. Alright, so we have 2 booked in here. I think we're guaranteed to get Bookworm. So we're gonna hit this. We're gonna check what we get over here in our library, which is gonna be more bugs, but you're gonna be able to get Bookworm anyway. And I guess we can touch this one. Touching the books just means that you won't get them again if you get another library. And if you touch all the books over the course of a run, then there's a chance that you'll start getting items in there as well. We should have checked in here, unfortunately, but I don't think I want this. Just forgot to check in there. Rerolling that would have been pretty good. Oh, yeah, we don't want that either. Pick up the shop. There might be a good item here. That would not be a bad item to get if we can manage to find 2 coins. Don't know if we're gonna do it though. I could try to give this guy a few bombs, see if he pays out with some money. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, my dude. I didn't know you were chill like that. Cool, so we get another soul heart. We also get a holy mantle every time we fight a boss, which is pretty cool. I mean, that worked out pretty well. Yeah, okay. This is the tears. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab this. I'm also gonna grab this Eternal Heart because we're gonna lose our buff anyway. So we might as well just take it, use it for currency for the Devil Deal whenever we do get one. I think we should be good for the next floor. Okay, Curse of Darkness. Unfortunately, we're not gonna make it to boss rush on this run, which is a darn shame. But I think thanks to Keeper Sack, we are looking pretty good. And I feel like we've got a Keeper Sack more often recently for some reason. So that's an item that does not show up very often. So the fact that we're getting it as much as we are is kind of crazy. No payout? Okay. Let's check it. Now this is a these are some enemies that Chubb would benefit from if he would decide to hit them. Barely dodge that. We do have a good amount of money now. We could buy something in the shop whenever we do get to one. We almost have enough for a premium item. We're gonna need one more coin after this room. Can't believe we squeezed by there over the top there. Cool, so we have 15 cents. As long as we don't get a greed fight, we have guaranteed stat ups. This room is also just really annoying. Okay, you know what? I don't gotta do that room. The power of Dad's key, everybody. You kind of want to walk up to them and then back up. That way they can shoot their Ipecac shot and they won't end up launching it a mile away at you. Because if you stay far enough away, they will shoot it and it will go far enough to hit you. We have a 67% chance for a Devil Deal on the floor. Yeah, that's a good item. Meaning we might get a big power spike here. Okay. I don't want the Broken Watch. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm going to grab all these cards, see if there's anything else that we can use. I'm going to go ahead and bomb this Keeper. Oh. I could have swore that was the heart he was going to pay out on. I really don't know there. I hate any enemy that make you wait like this. I hate it. But this guy, you want to stay on top of him. He can't really shoot lasers up there. But if you get next to him, he'll automatically shoot lasers like instantly. So you do have to be careful. We get another Tears Up, which is great, and a Soul Heart from old Dark Bum. So not too bad. Pretty good floor, pretty quick. Oh, we also missed a 70% Devil Deal, by the way. Don't forget. Do not forget, Miss Ma'am. Okay, so Guppy's Tail gives us a dilemma here. Guppy's Tail will spawn chests in front of you whenever you defeat a room, or at least has a higher chance to. But it also kind of delays you on keys as well. But we have enough keys to kind of counteract that. So hopefully it won't become a problem. We're also done opening a bunch of rooms, that is. Like, there's no more rooms that we need to open. And we also have Dad's keys, so we could save on keys if we really need to. I think Guppy's tail is kind of worth getting. We could get some items out of it. That's not an item we're gonna get. Thank you though, I appreciate the offer. Maybe we can find a reroll. You never know. That would be pretty good. A reroll item in the secret room could give us some potential big items, but let's see what we find. Like a Perthro room would be pretty good. Another dice room like we had early, one of the earlier floors would also be good for rerolling that item. I'll leave this here for now. See what we, just in case we do find a reroll room, even though it's a small chance. If you're wondering why I'm using the key, oh, first row? No, well, could be first row actually. Wow, we actually get a shop. No greed fights today, apparently. I'm gonna try to reroll for a better item. We're gonna look for a black candle. Well, this is money I could be spending, so it is a risk here I'm taking. Yeah, this is an item we want. Cool. 0.93 damage. We're gonna go and use that. We're gonna use it here rune on that secret room item and see if we can reroll it into something better. It's a blank room, so I don't know what it's gonna do exactly, but it could do that. And then I got the worst room in the game. Okay. You know, the possibility was there for big plays. I think we're not maxed out yet. Yeah, now we're maxed out. So there are a few items in the game that can higher the tiers cap. Forgot exactly which one we have that hires it. It could be the mushroom. But usually you're locked out at 5, but you can hire it to like 5.5 depending on the items you have. And I'm gonna try to see if we can get a payout off this guy. I'm gonna get the full card, that way I can come back and hit the demon judgment a few more times with our Polaroid invincibility. Could make it give a payout. These are small increments we're making here to try to win this run. Now our run's looking pretty good so far. I don't know how we didn't take damage there. Our run's looking pretty good so far. No, I need that dark bomb. You know what? You can have it. Yeah, so we're having a pretty okay run. This isn't the most convincing run though. We do need to hopefully get a bit more upgrade with our guaranteed double deal here. This is kind of huge. I might try to use that temperance machine instead of the demon judgment. See if we can buy a few more things out of the shop. We got Mom. And we got Krampus. Yay. We got the one thing we didn't need, a Krampus fighting. And we got Krampus's head. Alright. What a great item. Does this work? I don't think this works for I don't think this works for the boss rush. Now the question is, do we want to take this and gamble it if it opens boss rush or not? I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do. You know what? I think we're just gonna gamble this. I don't know if this opens. You know what? Sorry. I think I'm gonna take this for now. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna try to make some money off of that temperance machine. And I'm gonna use that money to see if we can buy more things in the shop. And if the devil deal stays open, which it might, then we will use that to see if we can open boss rush. Because I don't remember if you can open boss rush with that, and I kind of don't want to take the gamble, to be honest. No, I don't want. Okay, well, they paid us up just enough, unfortunately. Just enough to buy one item. Can't forget that. I'm gonna bomb this here. We are gonna, I think that, is it here? Okay, I'll go to devious place to have it. Okay. And I guess we'll take that. Just with the damage up. Okay, I think we're good. We're good to go. No, is it open? It's not. Cause yeah, even if I take that, the odds of us getting a good item in boss rush are pretty low, and also the odds of us, you know, cause we still have to do boss rush if we took an item, cause we're not gonna have the full card in there. So even if we were to open boss rush, we would not be able to get anything, cause then I have to beat the entire wave of bosses anyway. I think we made the right choice. Got damage up again. Let's go. I'll take the damage, and I guess I'll take this. I'm not a huge fan of Ocular Rift, but we will get the proc for the empty vessel anyway, so we might as well just grab it. I took the Emperor card hoping that we would get a red portal on this floor, but we didn't. Got the money just in case. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to go through the whole floor, but we do have flight, so it makes it a bit easier. Flight's actually pretty useful in the womb and beyond, because a lot of these enemies are annoying, to say the least. Forgot we had this. I was really hoping that rune would be something useful on that other floor. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but we rolling a secret room item could have been huge. Could have given us like small rock or a death certificate or something like that. Go in here real quick. A little bit of money, not really worth it. We have to get another damage up here, which I will take. We're also one off spun, which would be great if we can find another syringe item. Could possibly get it in the chest as well. Should be able to take care of a little peep here pretty quick. Yeah, okay. Not the worst, not the worst. Dad's key is actually coming in pretty clutch. And I know it's a good item, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure it's useful for a lot of people. But like, I feel like Dad's key is one of those items that will easily get traded out the second you find something a bit better or a bit more exciting. Because it's a great item, it's just not exciting, if that makes sense. But we've gotten a good amount of items just because we had Dad's key. Like extra, you know, items we wouldn't have been able to get. We wouldn't have been able to get this damage up. I think we'd be missing 2 tears ups that we also wouldn't have gotten if it wasn't for Dad's key. So I think it's been holding its own. We got to give Dad's key a bit more appreciation around here, I think. We also have a lot of keys, so we're going to be able to go into the chest and open up anything we find. We don't need the money, but just in case I find money is power or something, we'll go ahead and pick that up. Now, the next floor, we are going to be looking for a red portal. Hopefully, we can get that off Mind Reader, or Card Reader, I mean. Because I do not want to go through... I do not want to go through the cathedral or anything like that. So let's see if we can skip it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about. Ocular Rift will also completely shut down Isaac when it comes to his tiers. Not to his shots though. You have to find a way to do some damage on you, I guess. But yeah, what a fantastic fight! Almost clean. We're gonna get tagged there by the Holy Light, and we don't get a portal, unfortunately. You cannot leave. We do get this. We do get this. Okay, well, not the worst, I guess. There are a lot of better items we could have gotten, but yeah, sometimes you gotta just take what you got. I think it's very much the game that defines that you have to learn the cards that you're given. Sometimes you're given bad luck, sometimes you're given good luck, and you gotta take advantage of it. I was about to say, I don't think we're heading in the right direction. I was kind of hoping Ocular Rift would proc a little bit earlier to gather everyone up in the same place. This room would have been a lot easier to do. Well, we can't forget. We can also... I think Dadski will also let us just walk out of rooms in the chest. The chest is a bit stricter when it comes to what doors you can and can't open. Like, we could walk through here. Fortunately, it's not the right place to go, but... yeah, I'll take Low Burmy. Why not? We do gotta do this room now, though, fortunately. But Low Burmy has that ongoing, consistent piercing damage that we need. Another Soul Heart, nice. I don't even know if these are like... I don't know if these are Dark Bum given or not. Are people just dropping Soul Heart? Oh, we already found the room though. Alright, so we're running the wrong way. Wrong direction. We already have our key ready. Go ahead and use my card now. Get out of the way here. I'm gonna save my key for a room that I really don't want to do. Oh, we're not gonna pick that up. Oh, I picked it up. Oh yeah, we don't gotta do that room. I guess I'm gonna pick this up. I already picked up health anyway, so. This room hurts me more than probably any room with enemies in it. Yeah, depression is pretty good. We'll give us some creep that will do some damage, and once in a while, inflict holy light. Pretty good item. Kind of strong, to be honest. I'm looking for like a Twisted Pair or something like that off of Monster Manual, but unfortunately we are not gonna get it. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. This should be the end of the run here. I don't think we're gonna have a problem with Mr. Blue Baby here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you hit that like button and hit that sub button if you do like Isaac content. I will be uploading almost every single day. So anyways, I hope to see you all here for the next video. Anyways, guys, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one.